On the fringes of the forgotten forest, nestled between rugged mountains and frostbitten lakes, there was a town called Hollow Creek. The townspeople whispered about the woods, about how strange disappearances had become routine during the winter months, how cold eyes sometimes lurked behind the trees, watching, waiting. Among those curious but cautious was 17-year-old Mara, a local with an unquenchable curiosity about the legends that haunted her community. It all started during her winter break when her friend, Eli, dared to venture deeper into the woods than they'd ever gone before. Eli was reckless, never one to believe in stories that concealed the truth. Mara, however, listened to the elders' warnings, their stories about the Wendigo, an insatiable creature born from greed and hunger, cursed to roam forever, hungry for souls. One dusk, under a slate-gray sky, Mara met Eli at the edge of the forest. They packed a small backpack with supplies, flashlights, snacks, a first aid kit, and set out. Neither dared say aloud what everyone seemed to feel: that something was watching them, that the forest was alive with dread. As they ventured farther, strange sights welcomed them. Trees twisted unnaturally, their branches resembling grasping claws. The snow beneath their feet was a patchwork of crimson and black, as if the forest itself bled. An unsettling silence pressed upon them, broken only by their breathing and the faint cracking of twigs underfoot. They reached a clearing where an abandoned cabin stood, its walls blackened and door hanging ajar. Drawn by morbid curiosity, they entered. Inside, the air was thick with the scent of rot and decay. The walls were smudged with dark streaks, and in the corner lay a pile of bones, human bones. Mara shivered, horror threatening to overtake her, but Eli joked nervously, trying to mask his own unease. Suddenly, the door slammed shut behind them. Their flashlights flickered, casting fleeting shadows. A low growl echoed through the cabin, vibrating the floorboards. Mara's heart pounded, and in the darkness, a pair of glowing eyes appeared. Pinpoints of unnatural light that seemed to pierce her soul. From the shadows emerged a gaunt figure, towering and emaciated. Its skin was a sickly grayish hue, stretched tight over bony features. Long, jagged claws dripped with ichor. Its face, part human, part beast, was twisted into a permanent snarl, teeth bared in a hunger that knew no mercy. It was the Wendigo. Eli froze, terror paralyzing him. Mara knew the stories. How the Wendigo was never truly dead, only dormant until greedy or foolish enough to disturb its lair. The creature's hollow eyes fixed on them, and it let out a guttural scream that seemed to shake the very walls. Mara's mind raced. Survival meant escape. She grabbed Eli's sleeve, pulling him toward the door. The creature lunged, claws tearing into the wooden frame, splinters flying. Their path to the outside was blocked. The Wendigo stalked closer, drooling, hunger radiating from its twisted form. In a desperate move, Mara remembered an old legend her grandmother had told her, that the Wendigo could be warded off by fire and loud noise. She remembered a rusty lantern on the wall, its glass shattered but its metal frame intact. She grabbed it, smashing it against the wall to create a spark. With the limited light, she threw a nearby pile of dry branches into the flames they'd ignited. The fiery glow seemed to daunt the creature, which hesitated briefly. Steeling herself, Mara grabbed an aluminum tray from the floor and threw it, screaming, "Leave us alone." The noise and chaos caused the Wendigo to falter, snarling in frustration. Seizing the moment, the duo bolted out the door, sprinting into the dark woods, the creature's anguished screeches echoing behind them. Branches whipped at their faces, snow stung their cheeks, but they didn't stop. Mara's mind was a whirlwind of fear and resolve. She had to get them out before the creature recovered. They burst into the clearing, where their cars waited. Eli fumbled with the keys, the snow crunching under their hurried steps. As they peeled away from the woods, the Wendigo's roar faded into the distance, but Mara knew, deep down, this was only a temporary escape. Back in Hollow Creek, Mara tried to dismiss what they'd experienced. But the nightmares began that very night. Shadows danced at the edge of her vision, whispers haunted her ears. Every winter, she felt the creature's gaze, waiting just beyond the thin veil of reality. Months later, Mara and Eli explored the forest again, this time seeking answers rather than running from them. They found the old cabin and the bones, but nothing else. Yet Mara knew that the creature wasn't truly gone. It was a predator, cursed to wander and hunger, waiting patiently for the next greedy intruder or careless soul to awaken it. And Mara, forever marked by her encounter, understood that some legends are born from truths too terrible to face, lurking in the shadows, ever hungry, ever watching.